Above all things, Mercedes-Benz is a brand that's best known for its innovations. The airbag, ABS, night vision, the list is almost inexhaustible. Unfortunately though, their innovations haven't always been matched by their design. And here now is a tale of woe that began in the year 2000. Which was when the German mega manufacturer released the C350 Compressor Sports Coupe, which looked like a truncated estate car at best and at worst a complete design afterthought. In 2008 they claimed to have upgraded the coupe by changing the styling and giving it a new name, the CLC. Sadly though, while the front end incorporated the company's much prettier face, the rear end still looked like it had been designed by a 10-year-old whose only writing instrument was a very thick marker. In the meantime, their rivals like BMW were prancing about in the very attractive 3 Series Coupe, and Audi released the A5, possibly one of the prettiest cars in the world ever. Back at Mercedes-Benz HQ, they decided something had to be done, and that something was this.
No longer the sports coupe, no longer the CLC, but a direct descendant of those two tragedies, this is the C-Class Coupe. Finally, a contender from Stuttgart that looks like it was designed as a whole from the start. There is no longer a back end to distract you from its coupe lines, with a long bonnet, short rear end and low stance. In creating this car, they've actually managed to leapfrog one of their competitors, for now.
BMW's 3 Series Coupe looks dated by comparison, but with the company having just released their new 3 Series, it may only be a matter of time before Bavaria strikes back. They'll have to do something special though, because this is a very attractive car.
Its good looks don't stem from things you can necessarily point to. Yes, the grille and the headlights are dramatic, and the rear has a clean, striking look to it. But more than anything, it's the way this car's dimensions fit together that make it work so well. Nothing is too big or too small. Everything fits together and flows brilliantly from one element to another. It's an attention grabber for sure, and proof that ugly parents don't always make ugly children.
At first glance, this interior looks bog-standard Mercedes-Benz, but there are some nice touches. Everybody else has piano lacquer finishes in black. This car has them in porcelain to match the steering wheel, to match the stitching in the seats, which are exceptionally comfortable.
This is a cabin that manages a sort of elevated appeal using very subtle elements. Mercedes-Benz cockpits have never been the most inspiring, but the C-Coupe carries some of the exterior's understated charm to the inside. It feels good, it works well, and it doesn't shout about any of its brilliance, like Internet on the Go, and a not-so-subtle rip-off of Apple's CoverFlow, using album artwork to find music from your attached devices.
As good as it looks and feels though, there are issues. The panoramic sunroof gives you the illusion of space, but in reality, front headroom is a little on the limited side. And ordinarily, you can't really fault the build quality of a Mercedes-Benz, but our test car has an exceptionally irritating squeaky panel in the center console.
The sound is very evident on anything but a perfectly smooth road, and it's enough to drive you mental.
Speaking of smooth, that's probably the best adjective to describe the ride in here. We've got the 3.5-litre V6 with a 7G-tronic 7-speed automatic gearbox, and no matter which of its 3 driving modes you're in, it always feels easy and comfortable, capable, smooth. Although it can misbehave if you really want it to.
If you explore the full potential of the motor's 225 kilowatts and 370 newton meters, you might be a little surprised at how this C likes to wag its tail just a bit. Staying within the boundaries of common road decency, however, this car delivers impressive grip, helped by Mercedes-Benz agility control system, which is standard. Without boring you by going into press release type detail and jargon, simply put, the system allows for variable damping, meaning the car always has the best possible stability. Maybe it's because of systems like that the C comes across as the most sensible coupe amongst its competitors.
It occupies a sort of middle ground. It's better looking than it ever has been, but not quite as nice as an Audi A5. It can be entertaining to drive, but never as much as a 3 Series coupe. Price-wise, well, at 590,000 Rand, it's 60,000 Rand cheaper than a BM, but 30,000 Rand more than the Audi. If you're a Mercedes-Benz fan and you're in the market, you will love this car. And if you're not a fan of the 3-pointed star, well, the C-Class Coupe is most definitely worth a look.
Merc's refined V6 provides power with a purr, while a 7-speed auto and compliant suspension keep things smooth all the way to the rear wheels. The result is a handsome head turner that's composed and competent even when pressing on. It won't get the heart beating that much faster though.